Hello. Hi. Yeah. Hello, guys. Good evening to each and everyone. I am again here for a live with a special person today. So, yes, welcome for another Rajasthan Royals Instagram live. Hello, Jofra sir. How are you? Let me join you on live. Sir, please come. I will just send you a request. Jofra sir, please join. Accept the request and come live, please. Sharad bhai, waiting for you also. Sorry. We have.
Yes.
Hello, Sharad bhai.
Sorry.
Finally.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Sharad bhai. How are you?
I'm fine, Sanju. How are you?
I'm really good, really good. Finally, very happy to have you here, Sharad bhai. I think, first of all, I'm just waiting for that surprise. I have not introduced you to our Rajasthan Royals fans. So I think this is the guys who don't follow table tennis. This is Mr. Sharad Kamal, the greatest, one of the greatest ever table tennis champion India has ever produced. We are very lucky to have him today in our Instagram live, and I'm very honored and very lucky to have a small interaction session with you, Sharad bhai. I think with that, I would like to mention small achievements which Sharad bhai has had. I think he has had a phenomenal career. It's still going on. It's very fruitful and very inspiring for all the youngsters. I think he has been an Arjuna and Padma Shri awardee, and he has a very big, unbelievable record of 9 times national champion. I think there's lots and lots of records, and he has won 2 Asian Games bronze and then 4 Commonwealth gold as well. I think it's an unbelievable achievement, Sharad bhai. A huge congratulations for you for an unbelievable career.
Thank you very much. It's also really nice talking to you. 2013, you got the Emerging Cricketer Award.
Yeah.
I think, but I've been following you even before that. I think from your early days, a couple of my friends were playing cricket with you. So I know you for almost like 15, 16 years
Right.
now. They keep talking about you.
So have you played cricket? Did you follow much, or did you play cricket when you were young?
I used to follow, never played though. We just keep playing in the camps, simple gully cricket and one pitch, one hand and stuff. But never played cricket.
But
I
cricket in
was in
Tamil Nadu
Europe.
is huge, actually. Huge. I think cricket in Tamil Nadu is very huge. We have a lot of Kerala people going to Tamil Nadu and practicing and playing, and I also come there often to play and practice. It's really
Okay.
big in Tamil Nadu. Yeah,
Okay.
quality cricket.
That's because of the system Tamil Nadu has. Is that because of that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, totally agree with that. The league system is really nice. I think the league is the quality of the league match is very high.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really good. Awesome, Sharad bhai. So, how are the preparations for the Olympics going on? How is it?
Actually, it's for 1 year because of the COVID break. Put a halt to the preparation. I started my preparation back in 2019, November,
Right.
post Diwali.
Right.
So I gave myself 8 months to prepare for the Olympic Games. Midway through, by March, lockdown happened and everything, the Olympics got postponed. So I had to stop my
Right.
preparation. Again, pick it up from September onwards, 2020. And
Okay.
it's going on. So now in the final phase, we have the national camp here in Sonipat. And another 15-20 days.
That's awesome, Sharad bhai. So, how many Olympics have you attended before? Like,
This will be my
how many
fourth.
seasons?
This
This
will
is
be
your
my
fourth.
fourth. I played 2004 in Athens, 2008 in Beijing. I missed London
Okay.
2012 and 2016 in Rio. I played.
Okay. The first one must have been very exciting. I think When did you go? At
No,
what age did you attend that?
First one, I was 21 years old. So I really didn't know what Olympics meant back then. But then I
Okay.
go there and then I see Roger Federer and Andy Roddick,
Okay.
in the dining hall. They're just walking in front of me. So I go as close as possible to them to sit and eat I'm sitting, I'm eating alone, they're eating alone, but I can still say I'm eating dinner with them.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
how is it now? Is it the same excitement level, or you are experienced enough to calm your emotions down now?
That way it has changed a lot more, but now the expectations are more. Because the level has increased. Now we're actually close to getting a medal now. Until 2016 also, we were not close to getting a medal. I was 66 in the world. We didn't qualify for the team. But this time we've qualified for the mixed doubles and singles also. I will be 32 in the world. I'm ranked 32 in the world. So the expectations of a medal is high now. So that pressure is there.
Okay, awesome. So which is your, like, as we play IPL, I think we definitely expect some big matches against big opponents, like big teams. So are you expecting any good competition in the table tennis matches? Whom are you expecting the most?
Actually, for table tennis, Asia is very, very strong. Like China, Japan, Korea, Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong. Basically, these 5 countries are really very strong. Apart from a few European countries like Germany, Sweden. So, but it's tougher in the Asian circuit. So that is why when we won the bronze medal in Asian Games, we had the hope that at the Olympics also it's possible. Otherwise, it was still winning a medal at the Olympic Games, was a still far-fetched thought. But in 2018, when we got that medal, we got confident. What is your favorite Olympic moment, or do you remember anything as a youngster, anything about the Olympics? Or?
To be very honest, I think I used to live in Delhi actually. I used to live in Delhi when I was very young. Till the age of 10, I used to live in Delhi. So I remember my father watching Olympics in a very serious mode actually. That time, as you said, we don't know like how important is the Olympics or how big is Olympics. I remember watching very vaguely kind of a lot of hockey matches when Dhanraj Pillai used to play. I think that time, hockey, I think I remember watching hockey at that time. But we'll be watching you very eagerly in this coming Olympics. I think definitely cheering for you.
Thank you. I think you guys will be in Sri Lanka then, no? By that time, 24th. 24th of July. 23rd of July is the opening.
Okay, I think at 25th we'll be playing our last game in Sri Lanka. So I think we'll be in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. How is your preparations going on for the Sri Lankan tour?
Are really good, I think we have been. I think if you just keep on playing, I think we don't have an end to our cricketing season here in India. So you keep on playing, you keep on practicing, you keep on continuing to have that form. So I think it's a journey actually. So sometimes you play matches here, sometimes you play in IPL, sometimes you play for your state back home in Kerala. So the one thing I've learned in cricket is you have to be always ready actually. So at any point of time you could be called to play the biggest match of your life actually. So mentally and physically I always just try to be ready and be in my best form as possible. So, yes, preparations are going good, but as you know, we have to be prepared throughout our career actually. So everything is going really nice. Thanks for that. So what do you do apart from training, Sharad bhai? I think what are your hobbies apart from table tennis?
I actually like to watch football. Big fan of European football, and now that Euro Cup is happening, but it's a hindrance to our training schedules because currently now we are trying to wake up at Japan's timing, practice. Right. So if we have a 10 o'clock match, it is 6:30 here in India. So I am already in the training hall at 5:45. So, but the Euro matches starts late in the night. So I'm only watching the highlights. So that is a little bit of a pity.
So preparation is going in really great direction. I can see it.
Yeah.
The whole lifestyle must have been changed. When did you start this kind of timing?
3 months before. When I knew that I qualified in March, we had the Olympic qualifiers. After I qualified for the Olympic qualifiers, I came back home. 10 days I took a break, and then by end of March I started preparing this way.
Awesome. So I heard that you have a very beautiful family. I think you have two kids, one son and a daughter. So how well are they coping up with your pressure, or how much do they support, or do they know something about the game you are playing right now, or are they good enough to understand that my appa is a champion in India? So how do they respond to your sport?
My daughter is 11 years old. My son is 3.
Okay.
My daughter understands pretty much what happens, and also she studies in the same school as I did. So I'm quite
Okay.
often called to the school, and even when I drop her, all the staff, everybody is talking to me. So she knows how it is. For my son, he doesn't care who I am. He just wants me to play. He wants me to play cricket with him or football with him.
Totally agree.
But my wife, I think that will be the same with you guys also. Family is completely taken care by
Yeah.
the women
Absolutely.
in the household. So without their support, we cannot come this far, and I
Yes.
cannot
Yes.
concentrate on just the sport, or I'm actually being very selfish. I'm doing what I like to do. I'm
Yeah.
following my passion, and they are
Right.
supporting us. I think that is something which family sacrifices, because many times people are talking only about us, how we perform, how we do, but behind us there's so much more to the whole performance and results that goes
That's
through in a
completely
player.
true.
So,
Completely true. Yeah, I will definitely sign on everything you have said. Absolutely agree with you. So, do you watch cricket? I think I've heard that Rajasthan Royals is your favorite IPL team.
no,
Why
I'm
is it
sorry.
so?
CSK, and you can see. I'm
Okay.
sorry about that. But really,
After,
I loved your innings. I loved your innings this season. This season, okay, it was unfortunate that IPL
yeah.
had to go off the things. But how you played last season was very good. But this season, I think you started off fantastic. Also, your
So
knock where
I
you
don't think you missed any IPL matches. I don't think you missed any CSK matches. Do you miss?
not in the last 2-3 years. No, I don't. I've been living more in India in the last 2-3 years, so I'm watching more. Before that, I was more in Europe, so I was not following so much of IPL, or even, let's say, even cricket for that matter, because there I was following much more football. But then in the last 3-4 years, I've moved back to India. I travel to Europe now, so then
Okay.
now. Also, to have a discussion in the team, in the table tennis team, or people around, I need to know cricket. No, I cannot talk football to these guys here.
Yeah.
So everybody
Have
is
you
very
ever
excited.
had a chance to watch an IPL live match or any cricket live match? Did you
Yes,
go for
yes.
a live match?
I've been in Chepauk,
Okay.
in Chennai. I've gone there a few
Yeah.
times, and I've watched matches. It's really nice. In stadia matches, the experience of in stadia is you cannot compare that to watch it on TV.
Mhm.
I think there's
Right.
so many people cheering and supporting. I think the atmosphere is fantastic.
It's unbelievable, right? I think, especially in Chepauk, I think when we come and play CSK, when RR plays CSK, I think the sound, the whistles going around in the stadium is unbelievable. So the atmosphere is really fantastic. I think definitely we are missing the crowd from last 2 seasons. So playing with the
Yes.
crowd is unbelievable. I think there are a lot of different
Yeah.
things when you play with the crowd and without the crowd.
True, very true. There's so much more emotion
Right.
to the whole match.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree to that. And I had to ask one more thing. I think you made a choice of selecting sports instead of science, I heard, after your schooling. So if your kids also want to select the same, will you allow them to do?
Yes, because I've done that, so I should give them the chance that way. But I think my parents were quite supportive that in that situation. This was back in 1998 when sports was were extracurricular. It was never a mainstream job. So at that time you have to go study, and being South Indians, typical, after 10th standard you take science, then you move abroad.
Yeah,
the US
yeah.
or to the Middle East or somewhere. You are not in India. So that was how the trend was. But at that point, to say, okay, I want to play professional sport, that too table tennis, which is not so popular back then. Still now it's not very popular, but at least we are gaining some kind of popularity. That I think that decision, my parents gave me the choice. I think that itself was very supportive from them.
Absolutely.
For you, how was your choice into coming into cricket or?
It actually automatically happened. I think I never even remember when did I start playing. So when I ask my parents, they say that you started around 4 or 5. When you were 4, I think you started playing in proper cricket these days. My father said. So I think it automatically happened. I was in Delhi. So cricket is everywhere in India, and I think definitely first sport you play is almost cricket for everyone.
Yeah.
So I used to play in my schools. I used to play with my friends near my home, and then slowly my father picked me up and he told that you have some special talent. I think he is a football player. He used to play for Kerala, so he already was in a sporting thing, so he knew how important a sport can be.
So he joined Delhi Police on a sports quota or a normal job?
Right. On a sports quota, he joined Delhi Police.
Okay. So that's how
I remember only playing football. I think I remember only playing football. I think he used to go for practice morning, evening, every time. So me and my brother, I have an elder brother. We both play cricket. So we learned everything from him actually. So you can definitely understand how we learned from him. So he was a proper disciplined sportsman. So we learned everything from him, and then we came to Kerala, and then we started our career here in Kerala. That's how it happened.
But how do you know Tamil? I was just very surprised when you spoke Tamil.
Tamil, I think being from Kerala, I'm a very huge fan of Tamil movies. I really love watching from my young days.
We are big fans of Malayalam movies, and you are big fans of Tamil movies. So.
There is a lot of love happening between Malayalam and Tamil. So from a young age, I used to watch Rajni sir's movie. I am a huge Rajni sir fan. Unbelievable fan of it. I used to copy his style, copy his dialogue, and I think everything was very special for me. And now also we watch every Tamil movie. So that's how, and I have a lot of friends also in Tamil Nadu cricket team. I have a lot of friends. We used to have camps, and then I started speaking Tamil, and it came naturally to me. So everyone feels like, how could you speak? So I think it came naturally to me. I think a lot of Tamil movies, Tamil friends helped me.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, that's right. So one more thing I wanted to ask Sharat bhai, I think you have had a very, very happy and almost you must have achieved everything you wanted in this career. I think one more step to go. But what is the main mindset you have carried, or what is the one piece of advice you would like to share to all of us, which helped you to achieve?
I think as a very young player who came into the national circuit, my coaches taught me one thing that you have the ability to play for India. You will do a lot of things which many other players will do, but you should aim to do better or try your best in the international level. You need to make your mark at the international level. So back then, I really couldn't believe that I could do that. But then that thought process of aiming high was sold in me as a very young player. And I think that never let me rest. Even when I started winning the national titles and becoming the best, and then Commonwealth titles also. 2006, I was the first Indian to win a Commonwealth title from India. So even then, I always felt like, I should do something better at the international level. So football, table tennis, we have Champions Leagues, and European circuit we have. So I wanted to win those titles. So once I won that, then the Asian Games was always something, which I felt like, maybe I would like to win a medal. Then when Asian Games medal came up, then the Olympics, So at every step, I always put myself into I put a next target into the place and started working continuously to it. But again, I'm quite fortunate that I've had very good support around me to continuously give it, continuously that I can give my 100% into the sport.
Yeah, totally. I do that. Yeah, it's very important to aim higher, right? I think that's a really great lesson for all of us.
Yeah, because that will actually make us go beyond our own limits, push ourselves both physically and mentally beyond our own limits. So we need to aim very high, because as a young kid, this saying also, when you aim for the stars, you'll end up in the sky. When you aim for the sky, you'll end up on the tree. But if you aim for the tree, you'll end up only on the ground. Well, that's how much you will be able to push yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely, totally agree to that, Sharath bhai. I think being in an Olympic bubble or Olympic team, I think it's a very long event. I think it takes a lot of days. I think who is your best friend in your Olympic team traveling to Tokyo?
Actually, the coach now of the national team was the player along with me when we won 2006 Melbourne Commonwealth Games. So he's been together with me as a player, and now he's turned the coach. So with him, it is like more or less like he really knows. Morning when I wake up, he knows what kind of a mood I'm in. So that's how much of a rapport we have. So that actually makes it very much easy for you to go into the court and work yourself when things are not working or things are going very, very fine. He exactly knows when things are going to fall, or when my body language is slacking. So we've grown up together, and I think he is the best. Like Somadip Roy is his name. He's the coach now. I think it's really nice to have somebody around, especially in a bubble area. You don't have so many things to do. You cannot talk to so many people. You cannot meet. Or simple thing, you cannot just sit down anywhere and take a coffee. Just to unwind. So people like this help you a lot.
Absolutely. I think having your best friend around is a very lucky thing to have. Very lucky.
Well, how was it for you with Rajasthan Royals? Who do you?
I think same as you said. I think I've been with them from the age of 18. So I think I'm 26 now. So I think I have a lot of familiar or a lot of it's more of a family kind of a feeling for me when I go to RR.
Oh, okay.
They know me throughout. I know them very much. So it's like a very relaxed atmosphere whenever I'm in the hotel or in the dressing room. I think I was very comfortable in the bubble itself. I think I had a lot of people to talk to. I have a lot of people who have really great relationship with me. I think there are a lot of people actually, not one or two or three. I think there are a lot.
Yeah, really actually that also enhances our performance. When we are relaxed inside, we play much better.
Absolutely. Right. And I think I had to ask this. I think who is the best? I think upcoming youngster in table tennis. I think
there are two players. No. There are two players who have qualified for the Olympics. One is Manika Batra. She's doing really well. She's the first women player to have won the Commonwealth Gold in singles in 2018, and he's my mixed doubles partner. We won the Asian Games bronze. And there's G. Satyan, who's also from Tamil Nadu. Generally, table tennis from Tamil Nadu has always had a strong tradition. We've always had very good players from Tamil Nadu. So, at the 2018 Commonwealth Games or the Asian Games, from 5 people on the team, 3 were from Chennai. So, that's how strong Chennai is.
I also heard that you started when you were 4, I think, right? Table tennis when you were 4. How did that thing happen?
My dad is the coach. My dad is still, my dad is still my coach. Back then, he was already coaching. So, at the age of 2 or 3, I don't remember. He also doesn't remember very well when he actually started taking me to the club. So, he used to take me to the club. I used to spend the evenings there, maybe not playing table tennis, but just chasing around the balls or, playing with the other elderly people there, elderly boys and girls there. But then I vaguely remember, or even we have a picture where one of the assistant coaches is holding me up on his hip, and then I'm like trying to play.
Okay,
that's very probably at the age of 4 or something. So I'm still below the table. So so like you said, starting early gave me, it's actually easier when as kids, when we start anything early, it's very easy to mold and develop into our careers.
Lovely. So what is your most, I think, can you mention at least 2 for me, like 2 biggest moments in your career? till now?
The first one is the 2018 Asian Games.
Right.
In first time in 62 years, India has won a medal at the Asian Games, and we won 2 medals there, one with the men team and one with the mixed doubles.
Okay.
That was the biggest. And 2006, when I won the first gold medal for India in the Commonwealth Games. So there also we won both in team and in my singles. So I still remember 2006, it was the last match, last day. It was last day. And I was playing the final, and nobody expected table tennis to get medals there. And all of a sudden, we won the gold in team, and then I'm playing the final. So the whole of IOA officials and a lot of other badminton players, lot of other players had come to cheer for me. So I was like very nervous within when I could see them, all of them in the stands and cheering for me. For me, they were big stars, and they were coming and cheering for me. So it was like really fantastic.
Super. Very happy to know that, sir. Thanks for sharing. I think they want us to play a fun segment, it seems.
Okay.
Called a rally time. Questions that are mixed of cricket and table tennis.
Okay.
So, what I have to answer question. Wait a second. You won India's first ever Commonwealth gold medal in table tennis. Name the year, month, and venue.
Asking me?
Yeah, you have only one.
Yeah, I know. It's March. I can also tell you the day also. I can tell you the time also.
I think it's
March,
a brilliant question
March
from our
2006. March 2006, the finals was at 3 p.m. It was at 3 p.m. because that morning I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I was just, anxiety was so much. I couldn't sleep. I was just waiting for the match to go on.
Right. Awesome. Very happy moment. So which team, so it's a cricket question for you now. Which team won the first ever IPL held in 2008?
Rajasthan Royals. Rahul Dravid was the captain back then? Rahul Dravid.
No, I think Shane Warne was the captain.
Shane Warne, yeah. Shane Warne.
Yeah, it was a special year for all of us. I think, yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So the next one. When you won your 9th national title, whose India's record did you break?
I bet Mr. Kamlesh Mehta. He had won it for 8 times. And he's my biggest idol. So I never intended, I never aimed to break that record, but it just happened. And the first person to come and hug me after the title was Mr. Kamlesh Mehta. He was sitting there from the stage. He came very fast to me and he hugged me. So great person.
That's lovely. So next question for you is, what are the 2 primary colors in the Rajasthan Royals playing kit?
Pink and purple.
Pink and purple.
No. So, yeah, that is RPSG. Sorry, pink and blue. Pink and blue.
Right.
RPSG was pink and purple. Pune was.
Right. So when Maibai moved to Pune, you were supporting Pune, it seems.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's very nice of you. At
Big
what
fan
age
of-
did you? Yeah, totally. We all are.
Yeah.
At what age did you win the Arjuna Award?
2004.
Amazing.
I won it in the year 2005, but it was given, and I was actually lucky. That time the president was Mr. Abdul Kalam sir, so it was really nice to, my mother actually got the award. I was away at that time, but I could meet him after that when I came back because I was playing in Asian Championships. But such a gentle person and really so motivating. The way he could speak was
something special. I think we all are very. He's a very special.
The way he talked. He was the first thing. How he speaks Tamil. He is so fond of talking Tamil, and then Chennai, Ningla. So the way how caring he is, and and every time he has a message for you, and his words are very, very motivating. So that's really very nice. The way he could speak was fantastic.
Super.
Typical teacher. Like he's the best teacher, I would say.
Must have been a special moment in your life, actually. meeting him.
Yes.
So last question, I think whom did you beat in the 2006 Commonwealth Games final to win the gold medal?
I beat local boy, an Australian, William Hensel, in a 7-setter. It was the match went on for almost 1 hour. Normally, table tennis matches last between 40 minutes to 1 hour. It went on in 1 hour, and then it was a really long match.
Okay, lovely. I think that's the end of our questionnaire. Finally, we are through it. Thank you. I think it was not a difficult thing for you. I think I must have answered all this in place of you.
Yeah, I thought you'll ask more cricket questions. That would have been more difficult.
Next time we'll getting questions.
Yes.
So thanks a lot, Sharad Bhai. I think thank you. It was lovely interacting with you. I think
yes, really.
More and more you achieve, humbler and humbler you become. It's a very great learning for all of us. Thanks a lot for inspiring us, and wishing you all the best for the upcoming Olympics. I hope you have one more special moment in your career.
Yes, thank you, and good luck for Sri Lankan tour and the forthcoming IPL.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sharad Bhai.
Maybe I'll start supporting Rajasthan Royals now.
Thank you. But we will definitely support you.
But with you, I really like with you, how you carry on the team. It's really nice. It's always congratulations on that, and keep doing the good job.
Thank you, Sharad Bhai. Thank you. Please take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.
Bye. See you. Bye. Yes, guys. So I think we have a wonderful chat with Sharad Bhai. It was very special, and a lot of learnings and a lot of inspirations there. So I think everyone is taking care of themselves. Again, I would like to remind everyone to take care of yourself and your family and friends in this difficult situations. And please remember to take your vaccine as soon as possible. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this live, and let's support our Indian team going to the Olympics. I think let's back them through. Thank you, guys. Have a good day, good evening, and a good night, and Shubharatri.